A day off, coming here, bet on some races, gamble a little bit. Just kind of enjoying myself for once. It's been a while since I've gotten out and done
Dude,
something
what the
positive.
hell are you doing here?
But it's my day off. What? What else? Fucking, what are you doing here?
A funny story, how I usually get stoned, so I got stoned, I went into the office today. I'm like, nobody at the front desk, Tiffany ain't here, nobody's upstairs, nobody's in your office, Franklin and Chop ain't there, something's going on. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go to the casino, waste time at the inside track. But yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna bet with you. What horse are you betting on?
I bet on number 4.
Okay.
Fucking, one time he actually showed up to the office. Is it fucking when everyone's on their day off?
Well, again, I got really stoned, so I just maybe thought it was a good idea to try coming into work and show initiative. We're just so we're because we're on the topic, we're out of weed at work. Someone smoked it all.
Yeah, no shit, it was probably you.
I mean, that's hearsay.
Fucking, I told you not to smoke it all. Fucking, the budget, we don't have a budget to fucking hit dispensaries right now.
We don't have a budget for dispensaries. We got a budget for yachts.
But that's out of my paycheck. It's my
Yeah,
money.
buy me weed
If I, why do I have to buy you shit? Why can't you buy your own?
because then that takes away from my money.
It doesn't take away from your fucking. Use your paycheck to buy your own shit.
If I buy my own shit with my own paycheck, then I'm sitting here and I'm frustrated because now I'm low on cash. And yeah, see, you buy it for me, it saves me money. We might as well just get back to work right now. It's no longer a day off.
It,
You ruined my day, I ruined yours. Let's just go to the office, you do work, I'll get stoned. Normal day.
I literally, you literally just said there's no weed there. Let me guess, this is your excuse to get me to go take you to the dispensary, isn't it?
Well, then, well, I'm still not lying. Let's go to work. You do work. I'll get stoned. Be like a normal day. I'll even be upstairs, dude. I'll go to my own little space my little office you gave me. You won't even know I'm there. Sooner or later, you're gonna be like, damn, wonder where Stoner Ty is at. And then you're gonna be like, I should go to his house and check.
Okay,
It'll be like deja vu because I'm stoned and I'll be alone in the office again.
well, but there's no work to do. That's why I'm here. You know.
Well, I'll let's go outside, and since I'm your associate,
Uh,
I'll knock someone out and give you paperwork. How about, why don't
uh,
we just do it that way?
I don't want to do paperwork. I've been
You
working all
said there's,
week. Finally get one day off, and you think I want to go and do work?
so you might actually have some work to do, buddy. So you know the new tech dude up on my floor,
Uh huh.
the guy that wears the weird shorts and shoes.
Yeah.
He called me a punk, and I slapped the ever living crap out of me. And you have a complaint on your desk.
You know what? I'm not dealing with this right now.
You need to go to work.
I'm I'm not going to work. I'm fucking.
If you don't buy me weed, I'll quit.
No, fuck you.
Well, you're in perfect driving state. Let's go. You're inebriated. It should be easy to persuade you. See, you can't.
Welcome back to Two Fucked Up Guys in a Call, the podcast. With me, your host, Corpse, and your co-host, Stoner Ty. And today is a special day. It is now episode 9. We've made it so far, and we worked very hard. Now our next episode will in fact be our live stream. Now, if you take a peek in the little description down there, you'll see a link to my Twitch, where we will be streaming the 10th episode. Don't miss it, as once the VOD is gone, that's it. Now, today we are touching on part 2 of our Cryptids and Folklore series. Now, our last episode, we chatted about the different cryptids we knew, talked about the spiritual realm, and all that other fun shit. Now, today, we're going to touch on one cryptid, and maybe another if we have time, but we're going to start with one today. And that cryptid we started to talk about tonight are skinwalkers. Now, Stoner, do you have any experience or thoughts or friends with skinwalkers?
I honestly, I won't lie, I'm a skeptic. I'm on the fence about it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've seen videos that kind of show me proof, and then I got videos where you can obviously tell someone's either out there just for clout or they're just not there mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm sure a lot of the viewers, maybe even yourself, Corpse, have seen the video on TikTok where like the lady's like, "Oh my God, there's a skinwalker at my door. I'm so scared, everybody look." And then she shows the quote unquote skinwalker through her window on her phone. And it's a fucking goat in the nighttime on her deck. And shocker, where else would a goat be but on her farm that's out in the country? Like, that, I hate that video so much. You can tell when she shows her phone out the window that she's on a farm. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you're really gonna sit there and be like, oh my God, it's a skinwalker. It's just a fucking goat with the light shining in its eyes, oddly. Like the I have seen videos where things have went from like a dog to a tall, spindly looking motherfucker, and those will make me like almost shit myself. I'm like, let's find something happy. Like, I'm just done. So like those are where my skepticism like starts to boil away, where I'm like, oh shit, that thing changed and there's no denying it.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts? Or
I
like, do you have any interesting stories about it?
no, I personally like I do and don't believe.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's how I am.
a part of me really wants to, and then the other part of me is like, okay, this just sounds ridiculous. Like, especially with like how well known they are, and then you hear some stories and they're like, yeah, like they were mimicking us, and we were just trusting of it. It sounded like there was blood in his lungs, and his voice sounded staticky, and we didn't think, there's something wrong about that. And it just, he must be all right. And like, dude. So like, part of me really, really wants to believe that there is something out there, because I think it's cool. like, obviously, and then me believing full-heartedly in the supernatural and like spirits and shit, like that doesn't stray too far off. But like, obviously, I'm still a skeptic. I'm not like, oh my god, I'm gonna believe this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I get that.
But all right. Now, as for us to talk about it more, because obviously me and Stoner clearly don't have our own experiences, or maybe we do and we just didn't know it. So we're gonna read some stories on other people's experiences, and we're gonna talk about them. So I have this first one I found called "The Anagloshi is Watching Me." Now, Stoner, I'm assuming, do you know what Anagloshi means?
Um, actually, actually, I do not. However, if I were to take an educated guess, I'd probably say that is like a native word for skinwalker.
Yeah, it is. It is a
Ha!
more native name for Skinwalker.
I'm on
I
fire.
think it has more behind Anagloshi. I think it's also like a different variation because we need upgraded versions of this bitch. But I'm not too sure. I'm not very much brushed up on my Skinwalker lore, so
It's like a new edition of a D&D monster. How you put that? We need upgraded versions of this bitch.
I need an upgrade version to this bitch.
We
Oh my
need a
god,
new edition.
he's a level 100 in the Anagloshi.
Get on my level!
Get on my forest. You ain't on my level, punk. Alright.
Off track as hell, holy.
That's not off track. That's the Anagloshi speaking. uh, my grandmother on my mother's side has always been very superstitious. For lack of better word, she's not religious, but she does believe in a lot of paranormal stuff. Spooky ghost shit?
I'm going to get
Her mother was full-blooded Navajo. Ah, that is the word I was looking for. It is a Navajo name for the Navajo tribe. And her father was Irish. Either way, she'd never been anywhere east of Montana, and she grew up in Nevada. One year, when I was in grade school, we went to visit her. Most of the visit was pretty uneventful, typically boring old people stuff. Except she always kept her curtains drawn shut and would always peek out the window when someone asked what she was doing. She would simply reply, "The Anagloshi is watching me." This went on for nearly the entire visit, until a few days before we were due to leave. My grandma and then baby brother, he's 19 now, lol, were in the front yard that evening, planting flowers, when all of a sudden my grandmother starts shouting, insert the little brother's name here, "Get away from that creature, it's not safe." Of course, being in Nevada, we all assumed that my brother had found a scorpion or a rattlesnake, so we all run outside to see my grandmother clutching my little brother and shaking in terror against the side of the house. Standing out in the yard was a large, black, Great Dane-sized dog, who was staring at my grandmother with an intensity I'd never seen before. It looked up at us, gave a little huff, and bounded off. I don't remember if it moved unusually fast or not, but do remember it had really deep yellow eyes. When my mother asked my grandmother what had happened, she kept repeating, the Anagloshi has found me." She moved a couple weeks after that. Shit. The Anagloshi was on her. What do you think about that? Sorry.
Honestly, if for some reason, because I do believe native visions, like if a native person either says they had an epiphany or they had a vision of some type of warning or something coming their way, I believe it because there's historical backing to it. There's proof written in history of
Right.
many different native people who have either seen things or heard things and either spread the warning and nobody heeded to it, or maybe they ignored the warnings themselves and tragedy struck. However, like this story, I could see the truth in it because, like I said, maybe she has had a past of this happening. Like there's a pattern to it, or like maybe she's seen it before, and wherever she goes, it keeps showing up. Maybe even in her dreams, or she may be having visions. It could be presenting itself physically, even inside her home or somewhere on the property itself,
Right.
just to keep that fear instilled. Um, so I guess coming from the native belief side, which is funny because I am not native. Like I don't have native in me at all. However, like I said, back in the native side of it, I could believe it to be true. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. Just yeah. um, what's your opinion or view on it?
I that one to me is pretty believable. Um, like she probably does have those beliefs. Most definitely, considering like, well, one, the fact that they mentioned his mom was Navajo, and obviously calling it the Anagloshi. Um, which I do find funny because that is one thing that is always said that like if you have an experience with a skinwalker, it's best that you leave and never come back to that area because they say that like after that the skinwalker knows your face, it knows your scent, blah de blah. Um, which I do find interesting. Like, and obviously the fact that most skinwalkers are said to be when shapeshifting, either trying to pretend to be human, which I find like a little ridiculous. Like you think if because they talk like, oh, you're in a group and then there's one addition added and you don't notice and it turns out to be a skinwalker. It's like, I think if I'm in a group, I'd notice some random fuck in our group. Like, I don't think I'd be like, oh, hey, you must be Jimmy, right? And then it just stare at me and be like, all right, Jimmy, let's go on. Like, I
Mm.
don't think, I think I'm gonna look and be like, one, two, what, ew, where the fuck did you come from, number three?
And I'm just sitting there. Why do you never accept me?
Why do you accept me? It just looks at me. Oh no, I'm one of you guys. No, you're not. Get out of here. Just go blonde bitch on his ass. But
Ew, who invited you?
ew. Who who let you in here? Get out. I hate
Just
that I'm
all
good
white
at that.
chicks. Look at all white chicks out here.
I hate it.
Oh man.
I don't know why I can do it, but it pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, oh, cool. I can be a bitchy white girl, and I don't want to be. It's like that useless talent. Like, oh wow, I could be a bitchy white girl, but that ain't gonna help me in the end when I shoot myself. Anyways.
Oh, that shit like me a fail.
I'm gonna go to war and use that. Oh my god, how dare you try and shoot me? I will call I will call your general right now. Get him on the line. I know my rights. uh Alright, back to the creepy. Alright.
Creepy. Oh, man.
Hey,
I don't make enough
you
weed
know,
for
I got
me.
the bitchy white girl, and you have the pervert.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Wait, backtrack. Why do I got the pervert?
Because Herbert, you can do Herbert really good. So I got the white bitch, and you have the pervert.
Guess who?
Just go in the woods looking for this guy. Guess who?
Go in the woods. I've been searching all day for you. It really starting to piss me off, you pygmy son bitch. Holla!
Holla. The monster runs away from you.
Talking to a counselor. I never wanted to seek any human out until I needed a professional. He touched me. Turning into every fucking creature imaginable, goes from dog to monkey to fucking giraffe to squirrel, chipmunk. Fucking so traumatized you can't stay a specific creature.
He just keeps changing.
Ever since the day he grabbed me and said, I was his bitch, this has been my life.
I can't take it anymore.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Story 2. We're horrible storytellers.
Oh shit.
Well, people didn't come here for the good storytelling. They came here for the personality. At least I hope. If you're in here for the storytelling, you're in the wrong place, my friend.
You never know what you're gonna get with us. I mean, our name should imply that. Two fucked up guys in the call should just tell you we're random.
So story 2. On the res alone at night. Ooh. My uncle and cousin saw a large deer on the side of the road. When they got closer to it, it hopped over the fence like a bipedal man. One time, driving back from the gallop, my dad saw an old Navajo woman walking on the side of the road, and when he slowed to offer her a ride, she took off into the plains quickly with inhuman speed. Once when I was a kid, my family was at my aunt's house, which is in a rural, secluded area. When we were toyed with by a few entities, they would make animal noises, and when we looked into the direction from which the noises were coming, they would turn a flashlight on and off. The noises would come from all directions, increasingly shorter succession. Usually, when I'm there on the reservation visiting, alone, late at night, I will feel the presence of evil and dread. Panic and paranoia will wash over me, and as sudden as it comes, it will leave. That one wasn't very scary. Ooh, some scary.
I mean, honestly, I think of it, all of it, the part of the woman taking off at inhuman speed to the field.
Now that'd be pretty freaky.
That
Grandma, get out of
was. You're not deserting your kids again.
And don't come back, Grandma. I'm sick of your shit.
I do want to taunt and scare the shit out of you. I'd run too if I was so ugly as you dumb bitch. You just hop back in the vehicle, see you later, buddy.
He's just in the passenger seat already. Sorry, Grandma. Please forgive me.
Like if I saw that, I won't lie, I'd probably be so scared I wouldn't be able to react. Like it'd be one of those that froze me in my place fears. Um, I have had a couple of those. Like the one that I literally, it sucks it happened when it did because a couple episodes back we were covering ghost stories. You remember how I've told you I've had activity in my house and
Couple
stuff?
episodes. You mean the last episode?
Oh yeah, it was last. See, I wanted to say last episode, but again, here we are, Stoner Ty. Hello.
Well, at least you
But
finished
yeah,
the name.
anyhow, last night I shit you not, I was on my laptop. I was playing Rocket League with my brother. Or no, it wasn't. That was after. I was doing something on DDO, and out of my corner of my eye, it looked like my son's mom walked into the kitchen. Like I physically seen a full body. And it kind of moved like I didn't hear the floor move.
Yeah.
I didn't I didn't hear footsteps. I didn't hear. I didn't feel the vibrations of someone walking in. In this apartment, it's so rickety. I'm surprised I don't fall to the floor, honestly. You can feel people walk across the floor when people are walking. Even the animals. I can feel when the dog walks across the floor. He's a chihuahua. But I sat here and I was like not even focused on my right side there, and I saw the movement. And I'm like, honey, was that you? And nothing. I'm like, what the hell? I get up and I look in the kitchen, and my youngest of the two cats is in there. She's a black and white snowball. Like, she's all puffed up. And her eyes are dilated. And she's staring in between the sink and the area where I saw that thing go.
Yeah.
But you could tell looking at my cat, she was scared shitless. And I'm just like, oh, hell no. I thought it was something I caught out of my peripheral, and it was like, there and gone, whatever. Maybe my head was pulling a trick on me. When I went around the corner and saw my cat frozen and fucking all puffed up, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to shit myself. I'm just like, it's real. Oh, dude, flamethrower ass. I don't know what hurts more. Being scared shitless because of the spirit I seen or shitting on chilies. Everything around me is smoldering. Sorry, I got scared.
Just smoke comes out of your ass. Uh-oh.
This sounds like a magic cloud from a fucking magician.
We're here to watch magic,
Yeah,
baby.
That's the time where the spirit's like, fuck, I'll exorcist myself. See ya.
Don't have to worry about me staying. This shit stank.
How dare you smell worse?
My corpse smells better than this. I've been dead for 15 years.
Holy fuck, dude.
All right. Store 3. It moved like a toy rocking horse. My uncle is Mexican and Native American. This happened in the Mojave Desert in Southern California. I probably butchered that name. He was driving around with his girlfriend late at night, and they saw something that looked like a huge black dog on the side of the road. He slowed down, and the dog began crossing the road. Instead of walking like a normal dog, this thing moved like a toy rocking horse, he said. He said? He said. It stopped in the middle of the road, stared right at them. Its eyes had a red glow. My uncle is the most badass person I know, and it scared the crap out of him. Ooh. Another not so scary one. I do find it funny though, like I was saying before I got sidetracked about joking around about it being human, was that most skinwalker stories have it taking the form of a deer or a dog. And then obviously occasional person. So it's like I wonder what the obsession between deers and dogs are.
Familiarity to people, maybe common animals, so people like gonna like think twice about it.
I guess that is true. I
Oh,
didn't think
look,
of it
it's a
that way.
cute little dog and he's approaching me. Maybe he's lost. Or, oh, look at this deer. For some reason, it wants to be close to me.
Dude, I wouldn't
It
trust
gets
that shit.
uppy.
Deer are mean. They fucking
Dude,
kill
I,
you. Skinwalker or not, deers don't kill you.
so I actually do have a question. Because
Hmm.
the opinion varies and on like what classifies as a skinwalker. So, in your opinion, a shadow person, does that count as a skinwalker? Because it's a shapeshifter?
Nah.
Because I was gonna say one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and it happened in my town. Where like I live just off Main Street,
Mm-hmm.
and I shit you not, like I have a buddy who was over at my house. I thought I was going insane. Honest to God, I'd be sitting here with the window open upstairs, and I'm sitting there playing a game, and out of nowhere I hear like a deep gruff voice go, "Hey!" real loud outside, like commanding something to stop
Mm-hmm.
or like I don't know, it was just like a demanding, powerful sounding voice. And I
Yeah.
heard it numerous times and it freaked me out to the point like my hair stood up, my heart would pound. The hair standing up is what scared me the most about the scenario because that makes me understand that I'm feeling energy that is very negative
Yeah.
and it's possibly supernatural. And every time I looked outside and looked in the direction that hay echoed from, never ever once spotted anything. So it just kind of one night I had a buddy over and I wasn't even thinking about it. I didn't even tell him about it. And we're sitting there and I believe we were just bullshitting at the point in time that I was smoking weed. And we both heard it, and I sat there and I'm just like, play it cool because a dude, you got a dude here hanging out with you, whatever. I was like, damn. And my buddy, well, you know him, Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
He was like, holy fuck, did you hear that? I'm like, I was like, I told, my son's mom about it. I'm like, but She didn't. He didn't. I was like, she didn't hear it. I'm like, so she's been skeptical. And he was like, you didn't even have to say anything to me. He was like, I was on the point react. I said, I know you were. I said, I was holding it in, dude. I said, I wanted to shit myself. I was like, every time I hear it, every single time I hear it, I'm like, oh, God. And one night, I didn't hear anything really. It was just, I had the odd feeling you should look outside on the sidewalk, right on Main Street. I saw a shadow figure walk between my neighbor's house and the house in front of me.
Ooh.
Dead ass serious. I looked outside. I can hear people walk on that sidewalk. You couldn't hear anything, and it was moving at like almost 2 times normal speed just walking. And it's just like between houses, almost in a blink of an eye. If I would have just looked away briefly, I probably would have missed it.
Oh,
It was
jeez.
like it was so cool. Like those two experiences, that one and the one in my house last night, when they make me get a level of fear in me in real life, after
Mm-hmm.
that fear sets in, it goes to adrenaline, and I'm like, that's awesome. Just instantly, I'm like, this is sick.
Right. That is dope.
Do you have any like recent weird things that have happened or anything?
Um, trying to think. I don't know. Like, I'm sure I have. I just don't pay enough attention. Um, like, I'll hear something and I'll ignore it. Like, whatever. Like, let's see. I don't know. The only one I can really touch on was when I was telling you about how I used to walk home alone at night all the time after like hanging out with my buddies and having that feeling of something watching me.
Mm,
Like, you know how you just kind of get that shit, what do they call it, sixth sense or whatever? That something's
yep.
like watching you or following you or some shit.
I hate that feeling, man.
Like, I had that for a long time and then eventually it just went away. Um, and like, it wasn't like oh, I'm scared of something happening and that's why I feel it. Like, because I was like, at that time, like, I was pretty much not afraid of anything. Like, I was a really fearless kid. Like, and nothing really does scare me anymore. Like, obviously, I'm positive something can and still and will probably scare me. Um, I just haven't found that yet. But, like, yeah, it was creepy for a long time because I always felt like that. Um, I don't know. I think we had a spirit where I worked for a while because like random shit would get pulled off the shelves and stuff like that. And it wasn't like loose stuff either. Like we have boats, if people know what I'm talking about. They're like these little wheelie
Yeah, U-boats.
thingamadobs. Yeah,
U-boats.
U-boats.
Yeah, I know
Um,
exactly what those are. I used to work for Dollar General and Family Dollar.
yeah, so we have U-boats and we had them full of dry pet. And I'm sure working there, you know that dry pet fucking
Heavy
sucks.
shit.
Yeah, that bitch is heavy, and it ain't moving. And
Oh, I
like
know.
bags would be ripped off of it. Like,
Like the middle bags.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. fucked up because in the middle of the stack, I already kind of figured where you're going with it because in the middle of the stack, that takes a lot of fucking effort to get the bags off the top of it because you're normally about 3 bags deep, 2 to 3 bags
Right?
deep on the middle.
But yeah, no. For anyone who doesn't know, them bitches are heavy. Once you start getting them going, it's hard to stop too. Cause you're like, I hope to God no one's in front of me, otherwise I'm just plowing them. Like,
Dude, I'm a scrawny guy and I had to crank my back backwards. Like I had to lean back and push my heels in front of me like a Looney Tunes character if I was moving too quick.
it was so
Like
funny.
it took everything.
We have this like little girl who works for us, and like she's small. She's a small girl, and I'll just be off doing something, and then I'll turn the corner, and I'll see her like pretty much being drugged by the boat. Like, you can ask for help to move that bitch. Like, but no, them bitches are heavy, and then yeah, pulling out bags is not easy at all. Like, unless you pull from the top, but like sometimes it'd be top bags, sometimes it'd be more towards the middle, and so I'm like, what the fuck?
See, like, it's funny because my son's mom has seen me a couple of times. Like, if I had a bad day at work and I'm in a bad mood, whatever, or I'm just frustrated.
Yeah.
My son's mom has seen stuff happen in this house, like cupboard doors will either open and shut with all us touching them, or something will like literally flip off from our wall.
Hmm.
Like a picture or something will just go flipping off our wall. So it's funny because when I get pissed off, I have a different attitude with it. When I'm mellow, calm, relaxed, whatever, I get nervous. I get kind of scared.
Hmm.
Um, at times, depending on what it is, how it happened, whatever. However, like I've been mad before, like I said, and have had my clothes grabbed from behind, and I'll spin around. I'm like, how about we knock that shit off? Or like the cupboard door gets slammed. I'm like, hey, do you pay fucking bills, stupid? Like I just yell at
You
it
don't
when
pay
I'm
rent,
mad.
bitch.
When I'm mad, I yell at it, and it instantly stops like a little kid. Like, oh, I upset him.
I'm sorry.
And then there's times like where I'm chill and I'll feel a hand like brush my neck or my face. I'm like, oh fuck, don't do that. And I run into the living room. I'm like, I'm safe in my chair where I can get stoned. I'm just like, I want to forget this happened and caressed me.
I'll be safe in here.
My son's mom has heard me like fucking come out of my skin with fear because I got grabbed when before my kid was in the picture. His room was my man cave,
Hmm.
and my game system's hooked up in there. I had a gaming chair to sit in on my weed. I had everything set up for me. I'm chilling watching Hulu on this little Roku TV, just chilling.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, I hear a light female voice, and I'm like, what was that? And I heard you heard me. And right behind that, she goes, I didn't say nothing. I'm like, oh, like, dude, that was too close of voices for her to be faking it like that. They overlapped one another. I was like, oh shit. So I sat there like, maybe I'm just tripping. And then it felt like my neck got touched, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, I got uneasy. I got up, went to go have a cigarette. My clothes got grabbed. I'm like, get the fuck off me. I was gone. I was like, holy shit, this is too real. It scared the fuck out of me, dude.
Don't touch me.
I went from like, okay, I'm uncomfortable to like literally shitting brass tacks running for my life almost. I'm like, God damn, get off me.
Yeah.
Paparazzi of the dead, damn it.
Yeah, no, I definitely fucking. Yeah, the ones there though, like, it's not around anymore, so I wonder what was up, but like, it pissed me off because I'm like, dude, I just finished cleaning this place up and you're making a fucking mess.
The only thing that really pisses me off, as of lately, there's times where I'll be just chilling, hanging out, whatever, and out of nowhere, it hurts like hell, like somewhere random on my arm or on my shoulder. And she'll go to look at me and she's like, "Yeah, you got a scratch." And I'm like, I felt it, it burned. And then out of nowhere, I got a fresh scratch when all I was doing was sitting still, nothing touched me that you could see, like a cat or anything.
Yeah,
That shit sucks. Like, out of nowhere, that scratch, like deep scratch, sting, burn thing, that light stinging burn you get. I felt that a couple times so far, and I got a long ass scratch on me.
yeah,
It's weird as hell. Like, I don't understand it.
yeah, no, fucking. Them bitches piss me off sometimes. It's like, dude, unironically, get a life. Oh my god.
Kill everybody does the ghost is sitting there. Why do you think I'm fucking with you? I can't do that. No, like there's times where I have felt a presence around me,
Mm-hmm.
and like, or I'll catch a sweet perfumey smell when there's like no reason for a fragrance to be around. And I'll just instantly be like, "Oh hi," and I'll like, depending on how it feels, if it feels calming near me, I'll calmly talk to it. I'm just like, "Well, hi there, thank you for the nice smell you just brought by me." And I'm like, "I hope you're doing good, and I hope you don't mess with me." Like, I don't talk to it casually. And same like how I'm angry and calm, like how I react towards them. I'll do that even if I smell a rancid smell out of the middle of nowhere when I know it shouldn't be there and it disappears. So I'm like, "Oh, you nasty smelling fuck, get away from me." I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I have so many different reactions to so many different things like that.
Right.
Um, I guess it all depends on how I'm feeling or what it is that happens. Um, Like I told you about the footsteps that ran up on me at work in the basement. That was nothing but I'm shitting myself in fear.
Yeah.
Like that was the one moment I couldn't deal with.
Yeah, no, I understand. There personally hasn't been anyone that's like really terrified me. I mean, I've definitely been creeped out. Um, oh, like I was saying, like one that I slightly touched on, like I was telling you, there's that path, that haunted one where that lady died.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really freaks me out to be out there sometimes because you'll just be walking and you just like you feel the presence and you hear the footsteps coming towards you and you're like, ugh, like fuck off, old bitch, leave me alone.
You ever see the video on TikTok where the dude's looking down in his basement and he's got the doorway there and he's like, "If you're happy, you know, clap your hands," and the shit starts clattering around. He's like, "Well, I ain't clapping your hands," and all that shit comes blowing out of the room. He's like, "Okay, I'm sorry," and he runs upstairs. That's like one of
Right.
my favorite TikTok videos ever because that's like me. Like, if I'm in one of those goofy moods, I'm gonna be that guy. I'll try to goof around with it, and if it's not liking me and it throws a fit like that, you bet your ass I'm gonna shit my soul out and run. I was trying to be funny. I'm sorry.
Right. Fucking, I hate ghosts, bro. Well, I'm
I've
glad to
had
hear.
so many I've had so many mixed experiences with things that I can't explain. Um, where I can't deny that there's paranormal stuff out there. There's no way I can deny it because I'd be lying to myself because of what I've seen and witnessed myself. Like, honestly, one of my biggest dreams ever is to be on an episode of Ghost Adventures just so I can see it for myself in person and see if they're doing it legitly or if they got equipment set up because some of it I believe, some of it I don't.
Right,
With them, I think it's staged, but at the same time, I really want to know one way or the other if it's legit.
right,
Um, just because I do like stuff like that, it freaks me out, but the scary feeling within it also comes with a lot of excitement.
right. That is true. Oh, maybe that's what we'll do. Because we've been sitting here brainstorming on what we should do for the 10th live stream. Maybe we'll play Phasmophobia for the 10th live stream.
I'll see, so that our fans can watch me turn inside out.
Turn into Muscle Man.
Dude,
uh,
that works so perfectly how you went out the door and casually shut it behind you. You know, the dumbest part of that whole thing for me, why did I not think to check the lights flickering or anything like getting tossed around? There's always signs of the ghost hunt happening. The genuine fear that came out of me is
uh, that is true. That's why it's always fun to play with you. Because you
hey,
are
keep it
genuinely
PG.
terrified. Terrified? Terrified. uh,
Like, I've learned a lot of useful tips. Um, we want to use UV flashlights when
uh-huh.
traveling through the house. You never want to have flashlights per se.
Mm-hmm.
If we use the UVs, we will not be hunted because UVs are untraceable and hard to pull energy off from the standard flashlights and standard electrical equipment. It's easy for them to pull energy.
Huh.
So that will be another tip to keep in mind. They say also for the easiest way to start out, always try to find the breaker box and trip it, and then try to not turn on too many lights because you'll trip the box and shut all the power off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Once you find the active room for the ghost, they say to turn on one light of one random room opposite of the ghost room. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter wherever the ghost room is, just turn a random light on that floor. And with the energy source being that far away, it can't pick energy because it's in a different room. And you can literally sit there and get all the stuff you need with like a thermometer and stuff like that while using UV without having a chance of being hurt unless a ghost event happens.
Right.
So that means we can even bring the camera in there and snap pictures with that UV light on. And we're going to be safe. So, like, if the ghost event happens where it shows itself in front of us just standing there like it sometimes does, and you can snap that picture, then you get more XP also.
Yeah.
They say to snap pictures of everything, so like even that pentagram that you dicked around with, I'll never forget that day. That was hilarious. Like we should have took a picture of that. Like no sooner than I said it too. I swear to God, dude, some freaky shit happens. I'm out of this basement. It shows up. Oh, I'm fucking out. Look, this door's gone. Like, nope. See
Uh,
ya. It wasn't that calm though. I screamed on my way home. I'm like, damn, dude, hell no. The way the
uh,
flames happened and it showed up, I'm like, I'm not dying.
I want to die.
I didn't light the match.
uh,
What you need to do
what?
after you light the last candle on the pentagram, you have to make sure you got a ball or a roll of sage on you. So then, as you're running, you can light it and go. Because that'll help you not get hurt by it and you can escape it. Like, I saw a video where a dude did it and he did the same thing with a Ouija board. He said hide and seek and he was burning sage running through the house and he fucking made it.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
he was freaking out the whole time, but I would be too. Oh, to avoid a ghost event, with a Ouija board, ask it like where the ghost room is or something,
Mm-hmm.
and always, no matter what you ask it in your session of using the board, make sure you say goodbye on that board because that'll always keep a ghost event from happening after using the board. If you don't say goodbye, you're getting a ghost event.
I figured. Because that's how a normal Ouija board is supposed to work. But alright.
See, I don't know anything about Ouija boards really.
I do a little bit.
I've always been too me. I don't care really what people think, but I've always been too worried to mess with them because I've heard stories of people who played around with them years ago and still got shit attached to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it never goes away, I'm not living that hell because I got something that's it's either followed me from my very first place or I've lived in a few fucking haunted places because I feel like everywhere I lived, I've never had peace yet. Like there's always been something to mess with me.
Maybe you're just a magnet for spirits.
Like I said, some of them are peaceful, and I love having it around me. Like I'm just like I'm at peace with it. I'm happy. I'm calm, and then some of it I'm like, don't hurt me. Like I don't want to judge it.
Don't hurt me, bitch.
Brittany, bitch.
Brittany, bitch.
Jackpot.
Oh my god, Brittany, she's such a bitch. Oh my god. If you don't see me in the next episode, you know why. Because I killed myself. In game. I'm joking. Calm down, YouTube. Yes, calm down, YouTube. It is in a video game. I'm not serious. I am a sane, functional human of society. Slightly. Anyways. Story 4. They ran away on their back legs. So this happened about 12 years ago. My family owns a farm in the heart of an Indian reservation. Well, that's red flag number 1. One winter, I was home for Christmas, taking care of the farm, while my parents were away Christmas shopping. As I was home by myself, way late in the night, I could hear all our cows freaking out. I knew it had to be the wild dogs that are rampant in the area. So I throw on some boots, grab a shotgun, load it up, and headed out to the field. This was a perfect scenario for a horror movie. It was cloudy, but there was a full moon, and it was breaking through the clouds just right to light up all the snow. I ran out in the middle of the field, and just in time to I see 2 dogs They were standing up facing each other and fighting, I think. Perfect 2-for-1. So I pumped a shell into the chamber of Mr. 12 gauge, and then it happened. The two dogs heard the rack. They both stopped, looked over at me, and ran away on their back legs. I immediately froze. Every ghost story about skinwalkers and all the other native legends I grew up with flew through my mind. Keep in mind, I am a white guy, and up until then these were all just boogeyman stories the native kids like to tell to scare us. That night they became real to me. Here we go. Our last spooky ass story for the night. But we will be returning to spooky skinwalker stories. As now we know that their dogs, deer, run away on their hind legs, love Indian reservations, and disguised as old ladies on the side of the road. So if you see your grandma hitchhiking, hit her with your car. It's a skinwalker. Tell that to the police. They'll believe you.
Either that or you're gonna get a cavity search of the princess. Oh
Do
no,
you care to
don't
explain to
do
me
that.
why you ran an old lady over on the road? Oh, don't you know all old ladies walking on the side of the road are skinwalkers?
By the way, officer, where's your mom at?
By the way, I heard your mom went missing. Heard she was in the hospital, hit by a car. That sucks, man. How's she doing, officer?
Next thing you know, he just hits his radio. Suspect has a gun. Bang!
The suspect is attacking me. Oh my god, oh no! Just unloads.
As he's choking you out and putting a barrel to your forehead.
I know what you did to my mom. Alright. That is the end of episode 9. Episode 9, part 2 of our cryptid series. If you like this series, let us know. If you have certain cryptid creatures you want us to touch on, let us know. If you have your own spooky skinwalker stories, tell us, and we will touch on them as well. Now, as we retreat back into the forest, we wish you all safe and happy hunting. Now remember, our 10th episode will be a live stream. I will post on my TikTok, Corpse Walker, when we are going to go live. Or it'll be in the description, so go down there, follow me, and turn on notifications so you know when we do go live. We'll just be chilling, playing a game, and hanging out. Now, last few things for our last few minutes. We are working on a Discord server for our community. It is in the works right now, but once it is up, we will introduce it, put it in the description, and our community can join and come hang out. As well as, we got a new PFP. So let us know what you think about it. Me and Stoner here are pretty big fans of it. I think it's very fitting, very fun. So let us know. And to you all, safe camping.